Hey, hope everyone's having a good and safe Black Friday. Happy holidays, everybody. This is like the second big record collector day holiday. Of course, we have Record Store Day, usually April-ish. And then, of course, today, Black Friday. Some of you may still be standing in line, especially those on the West Coast here in the United States. California, you may be standing in a long line outside of a store. I don't know. Hope you're getting everything that you want. Hope it's not taking too long. And hope you're getting it at the store, not having to pay eBay flipper prices. Good luck to everybody. So let me know in the comments below what you are hoping to get or what you got this year, and if you got it from the store or if you had to pay eBay prices. I wasn't planning on going this year. I haven't gone in a few years. There's been a few releases here and there on try to find the cheapest price, or if stores have them a week or two after the event, I'll get something. I'm usually working on Fridays, but a few months ago someone wanted to switch a day with me. I said sure, and I realized I was off on a Friday, and I realized it was Black Friday Record Store Day. So there were a few things on the list. A lot of people were disappointed in the list overall this year. I mean, there's always so many represses, reissues, this and that you can do. I don't find myself liking a lot of newer bands, so a lot of the artists I don't really know. A lot of the other stuff, you know. But anyway, there was enough that I figured, oh, what the heck. I got up at 7 a.m., arrived, did some things, walked a dog, arrived at the record store around 8 o'clock, and he was opening at 10. So just 2 hours. It was freezing out, literally freezing, about 32 degrees outside. So I'm glad I dressed warm. I brought a book to keep me occupied in line. Almost through with this one. Play Like a Man. It's Rose from the Poster Children. Poster Children are such excellent band. They never broke it that big, but if you ever want a good alternative rock band sound, their heyday was in the mid-90s, Poster Children. So I was reading that, and I was fifth in line. It was about a half hour till somebody came to be sixth in line, so of course I was like, I could have stayed home for an extra half hour. I was at Old School Records. Peter showed up at 10, let everyone in. There's probably about 25, 30 people in line, so I was glad I was fifth. I was trying to scope out the 4 people in front of me. Are they flippers? What kind of music maybe do they like? You know, so I'm really only out for a few things. Walked into the store and immediately saw this. Whitesnake Foreplay on VHS. Had to pick it up. I still have a VHS. I still have a VCR rather. And you know, the artwork is slide-it in era artwork. So I love slide-it in. It's my favorite Whitesnake record. So I picked this up as I was in line, waiting patiently for everyone in front of me to get through it. I didn't look at them because I didn't want to see them pulling out stuff that that's what I came here for. I just, you know, was chilling out. He's got a lot of great record. He just bought out a good alternative album collection. He's got some Husker Du there for like 40 to 60 bucks. Some real Front 242. All kinds of great music. He just got this awesome collection. I was looking through that, but I didn't want to spend a lot because this morning I woke up and dropped 100 in the Amazon rainforest. Got some records off Amazon that I always wanted, some Smith's album reissues and stuff like that. Notice right off the bat there were a few albums in the Record Store Day Black Friday bin that I already have. These are, of course, reissues that are for sale now, and I thought it was pretty interesting. First one I came across was Steeler. Of course, this is Ron Keel on vocals, and some guy from Sweden named Yngwie J. Malmsteen playing the lead guitar. Of course, Yngwie is a very classically trained guitar player, awesome guitar player. Yngwie's got some great albums. There's a lot of his later ones I don't have, but the first 4 or 5 are just wonderful stuff. And I think this band eventually formed into Keel, Ron Keel's band. But yeah, so Steeler album came out in '83. It's worth about, I don't know, $20. So I've had it since the 80s. And there's a pressing reissue of this, and it's going for about $35 on eBay. So it's not too bad, but I passed on it. Like I said, I already had it. Second one up I saw that I already have is the Goo Goo Dolls. This is from '87. This is their debut. Everyone's like, oh, Goo Goo Dolls, but if you're not familiar with this one, you may not be a big fan of it. Robbie sings all the vocals on it. He's got a very scratchy kind of punk voice. Of course, the band is, you can see on the pictures, they are trashed and punky and all, who knows what, drugged out of their mind. So this is a very sloppy kind of punky. It is about as punk as they get. They, of course, have some amazing songs on albums after this. Haven't been following them too much for the last 15, 20 years. But yeah, so this one, this is selling for about $35. And it's about 30 if you got one of these early pressings. So yeah, not bad. I mean, pick it up if you want to complete your Goo Goo Doll catalog, or if you want to hear them at their punkus. And last but not least, this is selling anywhere on eBay right now. The Flippers got it up from 40 to 80 bucks. Under a Blood Red Sky from U2. This is one of the first albums I ever bought on my own. I've had this one forever, so I didn't want to get the reissue, repressing of Record Store Day because I already have the original. This came out, what, 83? Gloria, I Will Follow, Sunday Bloody Sunday, of course. A huge video on MTV. I think that's what attracted me to the band. It was taken from this concert. I believe this was Red Rocks. This is somewhere, yeah, from Under a Blood Red Sky, U2, Red Rocks Association. So before my time on this planet is done, I'd like to see a concert at Red Rocks. Yeah, so that was YouTube. So anyway, so this is what I bought. I got there, and like I said, he had 2 crates of Record Store Day Black Friday 2023 releases. One of the first things I came upon was The Doors on vinyl. As I'm picking up, I hear somebody like 2 behind me in line go, oh, and I figured, oh, he must really want this record. And I know that feeling. So I looked on the wall and saw they also had CDs for sale. And I'm like, well, I'm going to listen to it sooner probably on CD because I have a big stack of vinyl records that I need to play before I start listening to the new ones that I bought today. So I figured, yeah, I just want to listen to it. This guy obviously seems like he probably wants it on vinyl. It is going for 60 to 70 on CD, and eBay prices, people are paying up to 130 on vinyl LP for The Doors. Live in Bakersfield. Of course, we only have 2 of The Doors left with us today. Robbie Krieger and John Dunsmore, the drummer. So yeah, we've lost 2 of them. Speaking about losing The Doors, this was recorded on August 21st, 1970. Of course, we lost Jim Morrison in July, I believe, of 71. So 11 months he's more on the planet here, and then he passes away. A really good, I played this before I made the video here, and it is awesome. You know, Alabama song, that's a fun one. I love that. When the music's over, Roadhouse Blues kicks it off. It's a classic one. Love Me 2 Times, The End. So yeah, a lot of songs going into songs, you know, hippie times and all that, where they just blend everything in and jam. I would say if they qualify for being a jam band, they're the only jam band I like. I don't like Fish or the Grateful Dead or any, that's just not my stuff. But yeah. Now available for the first time. I think this was a bootleg for a long time, and now it's got its official release. So happy to have the CD version. Paid $24.99 for it. To the person behind me who got his hands on the vinyl version, congrats. Glad you got that. Good thing I wasn't a flipper. Now, in front, and I've talked about flipping on this channel. I have no problem with reselling things. I sometimes resell my albums on eBay. I have no problems if you're, you know, walking around and seeing stuff. Oh, maybe that's worth more than that. A garage sale, yard sale, flea market, whatever you call it. Or even at an album store or whatever. But I don't like the idea of flipping, of standing in line to get something only to take a picture of your phone, throw it on eBay. You're screwing the fans. You're screwing the people behind you that may actually want that artist. It's their favorite artist. I don't get that kind of stuff. We live in such a corrupt kind of society, and I know it's legal to do that, but it's just a crappy thing to do, I think. Stop making people pay more for every little thing in life. Rant over. That's what I say. So, vinyl, what I got today. I saw this first. I didn't even know. I only glanced through the list. I didn't even know really what all was on sale today. I thought there was an LA Guns Live thing that was going to be for sale, but I didn't see that. I also passed up on a Skid Row album. It's got Sebastian Bach on vocals, a bunch of like cover songs. They do a Rush song and all that. I almost bought it, but then I was like, I don't want to spend too much. But so I did pass on that, and I did have my hands on some other. Now seeing some high-priced things on eBay, but I'm glad I wasn't that into it. So leave it. Don't think about flipping every damn album. Leave stuff for people to buy. Motley Crue, Too Young to Fall in Love. I remember learning drums. I was trying to learn drums. I had my music teacher. I brought in the Shout at the Devil Motley Crue album. I'm like, I want to learn Too Young to Fall in Love. And he's like, why are you learn that crap for? Why are you learn that crap? But I love it. And he's actually a good drummer, so it is good something to learn. But this is an EP. It's also got Knock 'em Dead Kid and Take Me to the Top from Too Fast for Love. It's the 40th anniversary of Shout at the Devil. This is on orange and black marble, so I bought it. It's 3,500 made, RSD exclusive, which means this is the only ones that you're going to get. It's selling anywhere from 35 to 65 bucks. All right, found the receipt. So I paid $19.99. So I paid 20 bucks for this. And it's already going for anywhere from 35 to 65. I believe these are just the 3 studio tracks. So I guess people are purchasing it because they're Crew fans and it's collectible. And maybe they're also purchasing it because it looks really pretty on vinyl. Let's see. Kind of like a pumpkin exploded. I don't know. Do you like it? I don't know. Kind of like a pumpkin exploded. So, of course, I don't really care if things are on black vinyl, blue vinyl, red vinyl. It looks pretty great, but not really. I know some people will collect every color variant of every pressing of everything, and yeah, not so much for the Crew, but yeah, so pretty cool. And a shout out to Pete from Old School Records. He does a good thing here. It's in Forest Park, Illinois. I didn't go to any of the ones in the city, Chicago. The lines would be like 100 people deep and crazy. And this store is the closest one to me. Also, I live near, I guess, Oak Park Records, but he doesn't always do record store day things there. But yeah, you just go single file. You're only allowed to get 1 per each release. It's nice and calm, single file, look through the crates. Here's what I want. You know, the only thing is it's hard to look at other stuff he has on in the store because pretty much everyone is there in that line to get through the crates that are record store day. But you can come back later, or he's open all the time. You can go anytime you want for that. The second thing I bought, which I was like, if I see it, I'm going to buy it. But I'm not going to get it if I have to get it on eBay or anything like that. But if I just happen to come buy it, I'm going to see it. If I happen to come buy it, I'm going to see it. Nice professional YouTube channel there, Brian. If I see it, I'm going to buy it. That's what I'm meaning to say. This, of course, is the 4th record from Wendy O Williams, Plasmatics. Came out in '87. It's the Maggots, the record. And I believe this one is only 1,500 made for Record Store Day, and I believe that's going to be it. I don't think that anyone is going to release this or anything like that. It's just exclusive, I believe. Or it's a special edition, it's saying here, but I don't know. Only 1,500 of them. I do have another Plasmatics album. I think I have 2 other ones of theirs. Like I said, this is their 4th. Sometimes I use a tack to go through the shrink wrap. Sometimes I keep the shrink wrap. Sometimes I don't. I don't have any. I ran out of sleeves, so I'm keeping the shrink for a little while, and then I'll take the hype stickers and put them on the other sleeve. Usually, what I do. So this was $29.99. This is 30 bucks. There's only one on eBay right now, and it sold for 60 bucks. So yeah, with only 1,500 of them, you would think there's not going to be a lot that are going to be sitting on eBay. Hopefully, these are going into the hands of people that like Wendy O Williams. Of course, she unfortunately killed herself in '98. Like I said, this came out in '87. I do not know if it is... Oh yeah, it's on red vinyl. How about that? And if you ever Google Wendy O Williams Plasmatics, I believe they were on the Tom Snyder show. I know they play a lot, and they were blowing cars up and stuff. It's an amazing band. Man, the static electricity is nuts on this one. Ah, beautiful red. Look at that. Now that. Take that, Motley Crue. This is beautiful red. Wendy O Williams and Plasmatics. I'm going to put this right in one of my nice sleeves here. Yeah, so happy to have this lipstick red concert poster. Ooh, didn't know it had a concert poster in it. I never saw her live or when she was officially Plasmatics. Never saw that, but just like that. Kind of cool. I think there's a documentary on Wendy O Williams. I'm not sure, but interesting. Rock needs interesting people every once in a while, you might say. And she was for sure interesting. The 4th vinyl I bought for Record Store Day, Black Friday, was the Jesus Lizard Blue. This is their 6th and final record. I believe their 2nd on a major label. It says limited to 2,000 copies. I believe this is going to be reissued by either the album label or the band, so it's only a Record Store Day first. Jesus Lizard did Shot, which was also a Record Store Day release. This was their first major label debut, and that didn't. It's still on eBay for like pretty much the same price that the stores had it. So I didn't think Blue was going to sell out or anything like that. I paid $30 for it, and it's selling anywhere on eBay from $35 to $45-ish. Like I said, it's not going to sell out or anything, but I'm a huge fan of Jesus Lizard, so got to see them live so many times in the Chicago area. And yeah, being a big fan, this is one thing that I wanted. I was hoping that the 4 people in front of me, eyeballing them, they didn't look like Jesus Lizard fans to me. So I knew I'd have a good chance at scoring this. I think the store had 2 or 3 copies in. So yeah. And I had, when this came out, I bought it on CD, mid 90s. I was buying a lot of CDs, just easier to lug around and all that. If it wasn't punk rock or an indie release, I was pretty much just purchasing on CD. Oh, look at this. Blue. The album is called Blue from the Jesus Lizard, one of the best bands ever. And beautiful blue. Look at that. Nice. So glad to add this. And now, I want to say my Jesus Lizard vinyl collection, as well as I think I have all their stuff on CD, is complete. I think there's some early 7 inches of theirs I don't have. Maybe 1 or 2. But yeah, I pretty much have an autographed poster of Jesus Lizard, so call me a big Jesus Lizard fan. So happy to have this. Last but not least, the one thing that I was like, yep, I really want this thing, so I'm going to show up about 2 hours early. I know it's freezing outside, but dress warm, little camper, pucker up, what do they call it? Toughen up, pucker up, button up. I don't know, I forgot what the saying is. And this is bam, boom, bam, bam, pow. This is the one I wanted. Coheed Cambria live at the ballroom, at the Starland Ballroom, live. This is sitting on eBay. There's like 25 of them right now. This was one of the ones that the flippers were going to grab. That was the word on the internets. Like I said, I was looking at the 4 people in front of me like, did they like flippers or Coheed Cambria fans? I don't know. But they weren't. I paid $36, and let me tell you something, on eBay is going for anywhere from $50, the cheapest, which hopefully people can grab it for that, up to about $110 right now. Who knows if it's going to keep going up or not. 4,900 of them made. It's a double LP, recorded in 2004, originally released, I believe, just on CD 2005. Also, I think some of the songs were on a DVD included in one of their albums. I don't know. Early Coheed Cambria, they only had 2 albums out at this time in 2004. So yeah, you're not going to hear their big welcome home on this one. Because, like I said, they only had 2 albums out at the time. So early Coheed Cambria. Let's open this puppy up and check it out. And this should also, I think Coheed Cambria also, I have all the vinyl and CDs. I don't think there's anything that they have that I don't have. So yeah, this will, me being the completist for this band as well. I'm very happy. It looks like we get a little, there's the color. It's kind of cool. They always have cool art, you know, and stuff like that. Coheed Cambria are a progressive rock band from New Jersey area, if you aren't familiar with them. Kind of like Rush, and that high-pitched vocals are either going to really draw you into the songs and the stories, or they're going to piss you off and you're going to hate the band. So they do have the high-pitched vocals from Claudio Sanchez. So it's a double album, and I think I'll also put these in those nice protective sleeves. But here we go. Kapow! Look, now see, this is nice. This is a good pumpkin version. Take note, Motley Crue. This is how you want your pumpkins to look. So yeah, so I'm really happy. Hope you guys are happy too. Hope you're finding the stuff you want and not having to pay flipper prices. Good luck. Oh, and my next video will be me doing the VIP experience at KISS. Hopefully. I know Paul Stanley's had to cancel 2 concerts because of the flu. Let's see if he cancels tonight one in Tennessee, which is Friday. I'm going to see them Monday. Hopefully he feels better. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.